see if anyone ever shows up. But I'm gonna just documenting some shuttles, having some fun. We are in Vermont. We're on this like ski bus, which is interesting. It's like a 30-foot Gillig with a double-length Gillig bar. Because I was not in the back seat. It is kind of odd that no one's here. I wonder if I should check to see if yeah, I know it's live. I just got a notification it's live. It's like, yeah, I know it's live, but no one else does. Oh, there we go. Alright, someone's here. Jeremy's. Alright, now lots of people are here. Yeah, so I don't know how much people have seen, but I am live from Vermont, but not actually. This is a like ski bus. It's like that tells you how to ski back to the free parking when conditions allow. The bus on the front, and I'll show it when I get off. I basically was like waiting around trying to scope it out, see if anything was interesting, and this thing was there, and I was like, all right, I'll get on this. And it's, yeah, so it's a 30-foot Gillig bus, some ski bus from Vermont, and I don't even know why this is running on the shuttle, because it's tiny, but thankfully it's a Friday, so it's not too busy. So, yeah, this is what the crowd looks like, but it's a double-length Gillig bar. Oh, thank you, Alan. The MBTA is absolutely sick, I agree. I am aware there's an RTD bus, that's on my list. There's also apparently a Gillig Phantom, which I don't know if I can believe it. I've seen a picture, so I know it's true. Who knows if it's out. Gillig Phantom, that was a high floor bus that was made until probably like 15 years ago. Jeremy says the Portland D40 might be there. There's apparently a double-decker bus, which is kind of what I'm gunning for, honestly, because that is like wild. So I don't like how people are saying there was a Phantom. I hope that there is a Phantom still, but we will see. I got on at Kendall. I'm just going to take it to Central and then go back, because Kendall is kind of the nexus of the shuttle. There's like 3 different variants. There's like an express one, there's a like Kendall Harvard circulator, and there's a like a local all stops one. So this is an all stops one that I'm on, but they all come to Kendall. So I think what I should try to do is just take, you know, if I see an interesting bus, take it like one stop, and then try to get back to Kendall as soon as possible. That's where all the interesting stuff is. I know this live feed is a memory of the last 2 Hawker cars, yeah. My favorite NJ Transit train line? That's an interesting question. I rode them all a while ago. I've been on them all. But it's been, I mean, Port Jervis doesn't count, because that's like MTA, technically. Oh, the Dinky, that's a good one. I could say the AC line, but I do think the AC line is actually pretty cool. But the one to Highbridge is pretty neat also. I mean, there's a lot of really good ones. Hackettstown's really cool, like both of those ones to Hackettstown. Was it the Montclair Boonton and the other one? Joe's Aviation, do you know if the Easy Ride shuttle is like actually free to ride? It says free to ride on the bus, and I've been on it before, but they use different buses now. They're like new Eldorados. There goes the prototype Gillig from the factory. Oh my god, is that a truck minibus running on the shuttle? If that is, I will be very sad that I've missed it. Because that's so... It might not be, but you just don't know. Oh, the fare is $3, okay. We will see. Someone asked my next... Oh, will I review the 1940 trolleys in Philly? I should do that next time I'm in Philly. I got a brief ride on them last weekend, because I was in Philly, but it wasn't long enough to justify a video. But I should get Jackson and do a thing with him, because he's the PCC friend of all PCCs everywhere. Okay, so what is happening here? Is that a bus on the shuttle? Trader Joe. Oh no, that's the Kendall, the MIT Trader Joe's shuttle. Okay, that is not the Redland shuttle. Yeah, awesome Mass Ave traffic right now. Okay, someone had another question. I was like, what's my next, favorite metro line? Well, I have not ridden much of metro at all. I would kind of, I would preemptively say Metro Electric, preferably the one that like goes in the median. Was that one the South Chicago branch or something? That one looks incredibly cool, but I cannot say that I've ridden a single Metro line in the end. And someone asked what my next out-of-country trip is. I'm not sure. I know that I'm going to Canada a couple times this summer, but I don't know if that's what it counts. I don't know if that's what you're counting. Albany, New York. I actually filmed a video in Albany, New York with Jeremy and Sunny and some other people.
Central.
In Central. So I need to edit that at some point. Look, the seats also have like the MBTA cap. Thank you. Look at that. Free parking. It's Vermont, so it's probably not Lemoy. It's probably pronounced some other way. But it's a very, very fun bus. I believe on the front it also says, yeah, free parking. Fantastic bus. Someone had an interesting question. Oh, yeah, someone asked if I was coming to Tampa. I have done a trip to Tampa, but it was with a redacted person, and you all hate redacted, so I don't actually know if I'll edit it. But we'll see. Yeah, 30-footer, one door. Isn't that insane? So what do we got? There's Sam's Limousine and Dynamic. But I feel like I shouldn't be too picky on this way back in. Because at the end of the day, all the interesting stuff is going to be at Kendall. I don't want to miss out on potential interesting stuff at Kendall. I am being blocked to cross the intersection by this M2 shuttle. Rail Fan Friday. Thank you, Alan. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I know. I purposely worked from 8 to 4 so I could start this stream earlier. No, it wasn't the person who asked that I redact their entire body. It was just the normal redacted who's in most of them. Oh, shoot, you guys are all saying I should have gotten Sam. I just missed it. So this stupid M2 shuttle. But there is Dynamic. My God, I love this free parking bus. It's got a Vermont license plate even. Look at that. All right, I guess Dynamic it is, which does have a fun livery, it has to be said. Some Dave Brubeck going on. Yeah.
Last call. Right now, Shuttle going to Kendall.
It's pretty busy. Oh my God. Well, we have to take this weirdo table seat. What a bizarro seat this is. Okay, you guys are all saying I gotta try to get a Sam's. I can try to do that. Such a bad place. We have. Sorry for this awful. We got that stuff. There are outlets, so I'm always going to take advantage of when I'm on a coach. Let's see. All right. Am I plugged? I did not ride a double-decker bus in Sweden. I rode a bi-articulated bus. As an update, I don't think the charger works, unfortunately. But, oh well. The tri-rail video? I don't know. It's not that good of a video. but it is a good like easy video to do, so you get something. Yeah, so I did a Sunrunner video too. Whatever I'm doing on my phone is killing the audio. I tried plugging it in. The audio is still bad running now. Fire station here. Spanish pretzels would be great. I am pretty hungry. Have I ever tried the Old Colony lines? Yeah, of course. I have ridden every MBTA commuter rail line. And you can find station reviews of them on my old website. A bathroom. There is a bathroom back there. There's a new bus between Portland and Lewiston, Maine. I don't know if I have heard of that. Is that like a city bus? That actually sounds very cool. Do I plan doing Montauk to Waterbury? Not currently. I know it's something I should do, but I have not. I haven't acted on it yet. Also, got some cool like screens here. I actually do have a Concord Coach Lens video coming at some point, because Alina and I took a trip to Calais, Maine via like Concord Coach to Bangor, and I was to think about how it's pronounced, Bangor, and then over to Calais on the West Bus. Bus will start on Monday. I will look into that. That's really interesting, the Portland to Lewiston situation. Boston Express, that's an interesting one. I actually, if you go way back, there's an old video, the second video I ever did. There's a Boston Express review, as it were. It's incredibly bad, but it's there. And it wasn't even a real Boston Express bus. It was one of those ones where they like code share a Concord coach bus on Boston Express. So like, it wasn't even like real, but it is there. Do I plan to do a video about Hudson Bergen Light Rail? I probably should. I feel like that would make sense. Favorite transit agency in the Northeast? It's gotta be the MTA, right? Like, I know the best one. They actually run the best service. But I do think, I mean, they all have their ups and downs, you know? I mean, even like biggest HBLR defender in the urbanist community, says Avery. I don't know what there is to like not defend about it, except it does have a lot of fun. Just past a San Antonio bus. Someone had an interesting comment. Oh, I'm excited about Tap to Ride. Yes, yeah, that is very exciting. Yeah, so that's starting August 1st. You'll be able to like on a T. You'll be able to like tap with just like a credit card. Come to Florida and ride our public transits. I've done some Florida videos. Which ones specifically? There's a video on the Patreon where I did like the Vero Beach bus system. Indian County. I did run into that driver who we met. He was on the Houston MCI, which I've been on enough times that like I'm not like super interested in going back to it. Will I be doing a meet and greet in Montreal? Yeah, that's the event. That's the I think it might be sold out. I'm not sure if I'm doing anything else up there, but we will see. Yeah, the San Antonio buses are like always out. There's like several. They're kind of a common sight. Jacksonville, I've done Jacksonville. You can find a video about Jacksonville. Maybe this is wrong. I put it on the table, but I'm just getting my water. I've done Miami videos. If you look up Miami, there are Miami videos on the channel. I've done Metro Mover, I've done Metro Rail. I have a Tri-Rail one that I need to edit. And Brightline, of course. Someone had an interesting question. Nashua or Manchester? You should watch. I've done a video where I rode the Manchester system. It was the cheapest way to conquer New Hampshire. You gotta look up the catalog before you make requests, because there might be something that meets your requests. Sunrail. I've been on Sunrail for like a couple stops and I didn't film it. That is one that I should probably do at some point. Philly to Miami on nothing but public transit. It's not possible, unfortunately. It's possible to do the West Coast. CCRTA speed run? Oh my god, that would be terrible. There are no ferries planned in this stream, unfortunately. Sorry about that. I have ridden the Mount Washington Cog Railway. I really should have filmed it. It was during the pandemic, at a time when I'm pretty sure it was that weird time when certain states were blocked off, and we were kind of I know that my family was trying to kind of make trips within New England, and so we did Mount Washington, and I didn't film it because it was it's like a heritage line, it's not really or like a tourist line, I guess, not really heritage, but we did the steam train. It was very cool, and perhaps I should have filmed it, but I didn't. And there's no way to get out there without a car, so. Least used station in Rhode Island. That really should happen soon. We will see. Denmark and Sweden done. Finland next. Thank you for the €5. I know I really want to do Finland at some point. I feel like, going to Helsinki and doing this is the northernmost subway in the world, I think that would be really fun. Did I ever do the RDCs in Maine? Didn't they just run on, it was such a limited service that they ran on. So no, I never got to ride them, unfortunately. I wanted to do it when it became a full service, but it never really became one. I do need to go to Sweden at some point, properly, not just Malmo. Is the Red Line Shuttle the only shuttle faster than the actual train? We are crawling. This whole ride has just been from Central to Kendall. It is very much not faster than the train, especially in this direction, where the train's actually pretty fast going towards Boston already. So I'm kind of excited for when the construction finishes. No, the northernmost tram is Tromsø, Norway, I believe. Which is another place I really want to go. I know that Alina and I have we've been rumbling ideas of going to the Arctic Circle by transit, which would be really fun. Open access operators are really cool. Trondheim, excuse me, thank you. But a Mattapan. Sorry, I keep craning my neck just to see. So, all right, hang on. Let's see. I don't see anything that interesting. Just hanging out. So I guess that's good. Someone suggested I do a Mattapan video, which is funny because I feel like I should. It would probably be no, it wasn't a Greyhound. That would be it's so funny because the Mattapan line is part of my life. I just associated with oh, it's a Boston thing. We do. That's right. We do have a video playing with Mattapan in it anyway. Yeah. I don't need to edit that. Yeah, that's one of those really good. Just it's great. I'm really excited to put it together. It'll probably be very long and a very arduous journey. But my day's going well, Julian. Thank you for asking. Okay, so we're making the loop in Kendall Square. We're going up to the stop soon. Does Uber have overpriced buses now? Maybe. I'm not sure. I need more Ripta content. I would like to do a Rhode Island diner video. I think that would be a good way to get some Ripta content, and it's possible in like 3 days. Oh, I gotta do Buffalo at some point. Yeah. Although right now I don't think it's running on the street running section. They're like converting it back to they're converting it from pedestrian to non-pedestrian, which is really funny. People seem excited about Rhode Island diner video. I think it's because Jackson and I have talked about like Rhode Island or Worcester. Because Worcester has like a ton of fantastic diners, but I just feel like Rhode Island has really good clickbait potential. There's like an entire state. We visited every diner in an entire state. Someone suggested NJT bus 319. That would be incredibly fun. Yeah, Worcester, Massachusetts. All right, we are arriving at Kendall. I'm not holding my phone over the mic. I think my phone just has bad mic quality. I'm not really sure what it does, but like I know that it comes out really muffled. I'm not sure why, and I always mean to look it up before I stream again. I always forget. Oh, thank you, Lady Cryptic. I really appreciate it. The Miss Worcester diner is incredible, and it was a factory diner. Like it's across from the Worcester factory, and it uses like a show diner for people to like consider getting a Worcester diner. When's the LA video coming out? I have not even started it. I hate to say, just because I'm trying to keep up with the regular weekly uploads, and the LA video is just a huge huge undertaking. Someone suggested to do a Peter Pan video. I think that doing the longest Peter Pan trip in the world would be funny. Provincetown in Washington, D.C. It's like a day. I don't even think there's an overnight. I think it's just a day. And they're going to do another Great Race 2 blank series. I'm going to wait until... The thing with the Great Race videos is that they take so much effort to make, but they don't get a lot of views. But they're really good for like Patreon. They get a lot of like Patreon subscribers. So I want to wait until something goes like semi-viral, and then maybe consider it, because it's best as like a thank you. It's best as like a Patreon loss leader. That's kind of how I see them. Okay. Let's see. Astro. We've got. Here's the factory Gillig, which I've been on before. Maybe I'll hang out here for a bit. There's a Sam's limousine running on the circulator we could do. Oh, hey, Jonathan.
Are you on duty or just observing?
No, I'm just observing.
Did you get the Gainesville Phantom?
No. Do you know where it is?
I think there are two of them, because I think
Are you serious?
The guy from Memphis has one.
Oh my God.
And Masters Charlie from Florida is the one I saw. The one I saw had no number on it.
Wow.
The one I saw a photo on had a number on it. So.
Do you have any idea where it might be? Like.
All
right.
I just kind of randomly.
Yeah.
I was surprised when I first saw it.
Yeah.
I figured these guys were all making money thanks to the taxpayers in Massachusetts. So
Right.
why not pick up? And I don't know if he even realizes that they're not a wolf floor bus and that they're being compensated for a transit
Who
bus.
knows?
I was gonna mention, still wait for the fall, but I know the 100s, they got rid of those unnecessary variations Saturday and Sunday. Have you noticed the 106s at night, that is one bus with like a 30-minute layover at Malden, running every hour only?
Oh yeah, I can look into if it's possible to extend that.
Yeah, so maybe either, if not running it to Wellington, at least hiking the headway.
That's a good point.
Because it's also after the 108's the last run.
Yeah.
And there's no 411, so it's the only bus in Salem.
Yeah.
So having ran over for, sure, it's a high senior person picking that work, and we get to pay to hang out in
Yeah.
I think it was, I'm trying to think of something else. Charles coming in. I think that was the one thing. I didn't say anything for the fall because I looked at the holiday. By the time I noticed it, they had already had the past us, so I figured once it's there,
Yeah. Good thing to look into for the winter, though.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm
I
not
don't
too
know
busy,
how much
but
is phase 1 and stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
Also, do you know for phase 1, if they decided what they're going to do with the early morning trip, would they still be a 117 routing?
We're figuring it out.
Or back to the 197 that does something completely different than everything else?
Yeah. Alright, I'm sure I lost like a million people. Sorry about that. What have you all been talking about? Anyway, I'm gonna go to where it's like shady and kind of watch from there. I haven't seen anything interesting come by. It's not political takes, it was work talk. Top secret work talk. Westerly, Rhode Island, that should be sooner than Sanderson. Sanderson, I think I kind of want to save for last. I think that'd be kind of fun. From Norway, thank you, Flurped. Flurfeet. I don't know how you pronounce that, sorry. Oh my god, the double-decker bus is coming. Alright, I know what we're getting next. Look at that. Premiere. I cannot believe that they have a freaking double-decker bus. Let's just take this in. Let's just foam this thing. And it's running on like the circulator. I just cannot. Premier Transportation from Knoxville. I mean, my God. Knoxville, Chattanooga, is this like an actual bus? Like, can you book Premier Transportation to get between places in Tennessee? Like, I've never heard of this company. I am so waiting for this. I want to get that top seat right at the top. This is the most nutty thing to me. Like Gillig fandom is crazy, but like a double-decker bus is just like unlike anything that's ever been in Boston before. I mean, my God. It looks really nice. So I assume we have to wait for it to kind of like get down the line. So we'll kind of hang out. I'm kind of in awe, and it's a shame. It's almost a shame that I like knew about it in advance because like I mean, imagine how great of a surprise it would have been to just like find it. Oh, we've got another free parking bus coming. Hang on. So so that's got to be the same company, I guess. That same like Vermont ski company. It's a longer Gillig. This is like a Gillig BRT. It's like 40 feet. So I'm glad I got the 30-foot version because that was way funnier. What's the bus manufacturer? This is a Van Hool, looks like. I don't think we can board it yet. I think it's kind of in line, so we gotta wait until it gets up to the front there. Look at that, Stowe Mountain Resort. Hello, Foxy AR and Rail Express King. Yeah, no Megabus guy, exactly. The RTD bus is going to Davis. That's good to know. I will say, like, the RTD bus is like, at the end of the day, it's just a Gillig. But you know, you guys all love Gilligs. This is still nutty to me. I'm just never gonna stop freaking out about that. What's behind the Vermont bus? Some other coach bus. I can't tell exactly what it is, but they have several parking buses from Stowe, including like a 30-foot one-door bus, which I started this trip on. Kevin wants me to come to Switzerland, pull a jet lag season 9. All right, so that Yankee just headed off. Let's hope this thing actually boards here. Oh no, it might not be boarding. It might just be heading off. Oh, watch it be going out of service. Oh, fantastic. So there's the bottom deck. And then here's the top. Gotta get the classic seat. It's pre-reclined. I mean, this is insane. When do you get to ride a double-decker bus in Boston? Absolutely never. Oh, you know, this is actually the best seat because you can recline it as far as you want because it's right on the edge. Gosh, this lighting makes it really sucks for my face. Oh, it's not even that much of a recline. This is like not reclined, and then this is reclined. We have outlets. We're gonna test them out. I would love to be on Jet Lag the game. They haven't reached out to me yet. Okay. Just gonna plug the phone in here. Oh man, does this one not work either? Alright, we are plugged in. We are moving. Look at this. This is absolutely incredible. So we're running on the this is the Central Kendall Harvard circulator. Second favorite jet lag member, Adam. I can't get over this. What the heck? Well, that guy got a jaywalk. Fine. There's also no one up here. It's like so not much. No, it's a free shuttle. I did not. Oh my god, the trees are hitting the bus. We're like at tree level. Let's see. No, no one gets fined for jaywalking. Look at this, the scenic route. Oh, I'm so glad I have the double decker on this. What a view. Yeah. Absolutely awesome. Favorite jet lag guest? It's gotta be Toby, right? I mean, who else would it be? I liked Michelle and season 4 Brian. All the guests are good. They done the Memphis trolley, that would be fun. We are going down Memorial Drive in a double-decker bus. I mean, it doesn't really get much better than this. This is like the weird circulator routing that lets them serve the other side of Kendall Square. My guess is that it's like a layover space thing more than anything. I will probably take this all the way to Harvard because this is like, I mean, these are just too nuts to not take advantage of. So there's like the cars only. We definitely couldn't go in that. We can go on this side, but we're going by past beautiful MIT here. Pretty awesome. There's like a curtain up here. I don't want to ruin the view, but if you wanted to have your view ruined, you could like unhook the curtain and drape it across the front. There's a big screen up here. I think the bathroom itself is downstairs, but I can't get my phone too far up, just because my plug is charged in. My whatever, you know what I mean, it's plugged in. My favorite non-transit YouTube channel. It's interesting. It's an interesting question. Make sure the view. Sorry, I'm trying to think. That's a really good question. I think I'd have to like look at my YouTube subscriber list and decide. It's kind of sad I can't think of one off the top of my head. I'm trying. Oh wait, no, it's an easy question. Sorry, Todd in the Shadows. I don't know why I had to think about that for so long. He just doesn't upload that often. But it's like, I try to think of like who I get most excited about when I upload. It's like Todd in the Shadows is just like so like exciting when he puts a video out. Jack and Jellify. Never heard of them. Oh man, look at this. We're sailing over the one. No contest. And we're higher up than Yankee, like barely. A little bit higher than the Yankee, I think. My favorite Wawa. Favorite Wawa. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I enjoy I like the suburban Wawas more because you can just get drinks. You can just get like a drink of water without having to ask anyone. But by their nature, I don't like suburban Wawas. I think there's one in AC that's pretty good that I've been to. Windscreen wipers for the upper windows. Thank you, Peter. That is a thing that they have. There's also a San Antonio bus down there. I think it'll probably turn off before we get to really see it. But the LA bus agency's video. Unfortunately, I have not started it yet because I've been trying to like do just the regular weekly videos, and I have not had time. The LA one's gonna be such an undertaking, but I want to get it out by like I don't know, by like September maybe. That'd be great, but we'll see. No promises on that. Bye, Abby. Have a good day. Sorry the quality's bad. that's just the nature of filming out in the go. How's the trolley bus video? I am about a third of the way through San Francisco, and Jackson and I are working on the intermission songs also. So it's coming along. Again, I'm shooting for the end of the year is my goal for that. Ooh, see an MIT shuttle. Nice El Dorado. And then we'll be able to see San Antonio and Easy Ride coming up here. So I'm sure you're all trembling with excitement about that. Yeah, I'd rather the overnight smaller ferries on Staten Island. I think I've like been on it before. I did a trip with my roommates in college, where we like went to New York all night. So yeah, here's the Via bus from San Antonio, and then there's Easy Ride. Julian, thank you so much for $20. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. This is absolutely a vibe. I love being up here. YouTube is not my main source of income. I have an actual job, although YouTube supplements it very nicely, especially with Patreon, where I just hit 1,000 patrons, which is insane. Like, actually insane. I still need to do like a post on it about that, but like that is nuts. Because that's like more than a lot of big YouTubers. I feel like it's really incredible to have that much support, and it really helps fund a lot of the trips I'm doing, including some fun ones this summer that are coming up. I'm gonna have a very busy August. Glad you've been enjoying Denmark, although that is done. I did the last one. There is a new cheapest way that I need to edit. So there will be another one. As we come down Mass Ave, we'll get a good like array of buses. This will be a good opportunity to like see where buses are. That looks interesting. What is that? Is that the RTD bus? What the heck? It's just some Gillig. Ambia. What? I don't even know what that is. I don't know if anyone knows what agency that's from. Let me know. Ex-Rochester. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Well, unfortunately not as cool as the articulated Rochester bus that Denali runs on this shuttle also. Well, I don't know if it's on this shuttle. There's a Gunther Classic. This is great. It's like the perfect bus filming spot. We've got Empire, and then that bus behind it has a really cool blinker. Look at that. The BTM coaches. And then FloridaTours.com. Foxy Air, thank you for €2. I do not know when I'll do a Japanese train video. That'll probably be a long time from now. Although Lena's thinking about doing Fulbright in Taiwan, so if she gets that, I think that would be what instigates stuff in that part of the world. I would love to take one of those weird luxury sleeper buses. I think that'd be really fun. So we've got like kind of an array of coaches here in Central Square. There's a Gray Line, there's a Sam's Limousine, an MBTA 70 bus. You guys said Sam's Limousine is really luxurious, so I'm kind of interested in that. Little Rock. I will say, guys, I'm going to stay on this to Harvard because it's just like this is way too cool to not take the entire length of the route, which in this case is just the kind of circulator run. Got a green light. Oh, here we go. Here's what they'll do, like an announcement.
Central, next stop.
Yep, yeah. Alright, Central. Alright. It is water drinking time. Georgia's going to Crete next month. That sounds fantastic. I've actually looked at their bus system before because I think they have, if I'm not mistaken, they have the southernmost bus stop in Europe. I'm sure someone will correct me on that, but I've looked at their bus system and it's like very hard to parse. Alright, so we're stuck at a nice red light. And the next and last stop is Harvard. We can just kind of admire this beautiful campus. It's a very comfortable seat also. This may well be like the best bus ever to run on one of these shuttles. Because it's double decker, I mean, my god. Alright, here we go, racing a biker. We got some of the usual suspects here. Like gray lines. Like, okay, I've seen gray line a million times in these shuttles. Thank you, Rainy Diaz. I really appreciate that. That's on the Mass Ave Diner. I've never been. What is this? Shuttle bus. Well, it's a Paul Revere. Oh, okay. Not too interesting, but it's kind of fun. This is a Yankee. Cuban Clips. Thank you so much. That was a Cape May Lewis ferry trip. That's actually going to be out hopefully next week on Patreon and 2 weeks after to the public. We basically did a like circumnavigating Delaware Bay using transit video. So there's a lot of like weird shenanigans throughout the like 3:45 a.m. It was me and Jackson, so it'll be a fun video. I'm trying to edit it sooner rather than later because Jackson hasn't been in a video in a long time. I have been to Amsterdam. I'm okay with cycling. Not really my personal favorite thing, but it's definitely fun in Amsterdam. Hello, Mark from London. No, I'm not going to do a bathroom review. I feel kind of weird like looking at the bathrooms on these because they're like, I don't think you're really meant to use them. Like sometimes they'll lock them. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so we're at the bit where the road splits in two, so we won't be able to see stuff coming the other way. Unfortunately. We've got biker left the bike lane. They're taking a left. Yeah. Oh, I passed. Probably shouldn't actually. I don't want to dox you. Alright, kind of the home stretch here. Then it'll be a challenge to find. I don't know where the southbound stop is here at Harvard. At this point, we want to head back to Kendall to try to find interesting buses. So our next challenge is going to be, I think, the Gillig Phantom, which apparently there is 2 of them apparently. It's amazing. So we're gonna try to find one of those. That's nutty. Those haven't been produced in. I keep saying like 15 years. I don't know if that's accurate, but like that's the impression I get. That's my little guesstimate. Got a whole smorgasbord of buses here at River. And I'm gonna kind of get ready here. Okay. Stopped at a crossing. You guys get a great view. But like one thing I remember, on the mega bus when Jeremy and I sat up here, they're like, don't put your phone over here because it could like fall in. Although here it doesn't. There actually seems to be like a thing blocking where it could potentially fall in. Oh wow, look at that crowd. Whoa, what is going on? I don't know, we'll find out. Oh man, I see the RTD bus going by in the other direction. We're gonna miss that. Oh, thank you. Okay, so we're gonna, oh, Jewel, sounds like a fun trip. Thank you for the $5. You went to Newburyport, over to Lowell, and getting back home all for free, kinda. That's very cool. Kind of getting through the crowds here. Nice and busy here in Harvard Square. Oh, $1 Canadian. Thank you, Brian. I'm gonna heart it. Okay, there's a crossing up here. I'm running because, oh darn, I missed it. Alright, whatever. We gotta find out where the southbound stop is at least. There's a 73. There's like a bunch of T-buses here too. Wait. All right, we're waiting. All right, here we go. We're gonna jaywalk. No, stuff is using the busway. So the 73 takes its like weird overground route. Okay. Now we're at this light. Yeah, so I think the RTD bus is long gone. So we'll have to, we'll probably just get the next thing maybe. Oops, I don't see anything coming. Let's see, right lane, buses and bikes, and we've got some infrastructure here. I don't know why it says shuttles to Park Street. I hope this is the right spot for like normal shuttles too. We can only hope. Joe's Pizza smells really good right now. I'm a big fan. I think they must keep this to be at like a quick stop. It's like in the middle of the route. Okay, so is this the stop? Shuttles. What do I mean shuttles are actually board here? What about shuttles anywhere else? I'm gonna assume from the people waiting this is. Okay, he's saying Central Kendall. Alright. Oh my gosh, multiple things. Alright, Mark with $1. No, it's not $1, £1. Thank you. And Bing Bong, $5. Thank you so much. Could I visit Ukraine? I can't say it's on my list right now, but I'll keep it in mind. We've got a Yankee Alien bus coming in. Kind of a classic, but I'll take it. I mean, this is like the proper like Yankee Alien bus. Cuban Clips, $5 to get a slice of pizza. Now that's an interesting proposition. I will maybe do that at some point. For now, I'm gonna keep forging ahead.
How are you? Okay.
Ooh, got a pre-reclined seat here. All right, I have to say, I love these Alien buses. The seats are incredibly comfortable. We've got like lights and stuff. Got vibes. No tray table, but there's like a thing, and this might be one of the weird like kind of wheelchair seats because there's no like true there's no true footrest, but Jeremy says that SEPTA announced express trains is coming to Key. I don't know what that means. Legroom 1 to 10. This particular seat, like a solid like 6 maybe. All right. Does Alina still have her dark red coat? Tried finding one like it a few months ago and can't seem to find the same one. Is that the corduroy one, right? That might be a thrift find, but I'm not sure. I can ask her. Oh, you can pay with your phone without needing to unlock it. I see. To a barrel roll. All right, I'm gonna plug my phone in again because while we have an outlet, we might as well take the opportunity. There's no outlet on the bus. There's no outlet at this seat. Ah. Do other seats have outlets? What the heck, Yankee? Give your buses an outlet. Alright, well never mind. Oh, we're going by that cool building. It's like the satirical thingy at Harvard. Like whose name I can't remember right now. It's a good building though. The Lampoon, thank you. Okay, so we are kind of making our way through Harvard Square right now. Crotch cam. There's an M2 shuttle, and we're kind of hoping to get to the spot where we can see buses going the other way, just to get a read on what things look like. But I think we're best off going back. This is near as our bus, yes. I think we're best off going back to Kendall, and then just hanging around there again. Because Kendall is where there's basically, like I said before, there's three kind of routes on this. There's like the all-stop one. There's the like Kendall Central Harvard Circulator, and there's the Express that goes Kendall, Porter, Alewife. And the common ground between the three of them is Kendall. So we want to go there. We want to go there and see what we can find. But we can admire the architecture while we wait. Oh, the Sam's limousine, yes. Yeah, no, I'll try to get that. It's gonna be a real, like, traffic hell. And then, folks, what time is it? Is it like 5 p.m. right now? I could just check the clock on my phone, but that's loser behavior. I figured you would tell me. 5:10, okay. So like, shoot, so we don't have that much time. So that's interesting. We're gonna wanna get back to Kendall. And then I guess kind of hang out there until we find hopefully a Gillig Phantom. That's really what I want to get. Yeah, and Sam's. I'm more invested in the Phantom, I think. Maybe if there's a Sam's 3266 on its way to Port Square. I don't know what bus that is. I don't know if it's a Phantom or not. But at this rate, we're gonna get there forever from now. We'll see. All right. Oh, the Denver Gillig. Okay. Well, I saw the Denver Gillig going the other way, going towards Kendall. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of the Texas Beach Boys on the KRT bus. I kind of made fun of it a little bit, I think. From Germany, gosh, this is a very international audience. I really appreciate it. I have to say, I'm missing the view from the double-decker already. It's very sad not being able to look ahead and be able to see which buses are coming immediately. But it's fine. I've not seen a single bus yet, besides like a T-bus, which are obviously not real buses. You appreciate me. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you all. That's very nice. Favorite transit scenes in movies? Gosh. I feel like my movie self and my transit self are like two different things, and I'm not really thinking about one when I'm involved with the other. So off the top of my head, I can't think of any. I feel like I could definitely figure something out if it was put in front of me. But I'm not sure. But yeah, I've yet to see a bus going by. What's my favorite MBTA station and least favorite? Favorite is Beachmont. Least favorite is, I usually say Prudential for it. I've answered that question many a time. Beachmont's just like a Yankee. Yeah, Beachmont's just like an incredible, perfect station. It was an Empire. And Prudential's just kind of dank. It was another Empire. Vic, Sam, Phil is watching this from Central Square. I'm about to go. The Cascades trip report. That would be fun. I do want to do it at some point. Do we know how long the Talgos are sticking around for? Is that something I should rush out to get? Because I think it'd be fun to do it with a Talgo. So Orange Angle, I have a SEPTA Trolley Blitz video on my Patreon. That's kind of the place to go if you want to see Trolley Blitz content. It was from last year's Blitz, but close enough. They're all kind of the same. Till 2026. Okay, all right. But they're already kind of on limited trips. I remember there's a way to find out. If you look, you can I think the business class is either cheaper or more expensive. The business class is noticeably different from the normal trains. do I collect transit cards when I visit international cities? I do if I think I'm going to use them again, which is typically most of the time. So in effect, yes, but mostly as like a useful thing rather than like a souvenir thing. Like I wouldn't really collect it for one time one. It was Mears, another classic. So I actually really wanted to do the once a year Boston to Provincetown slow ferry, but I ended up getting plans that weekend. I couldn't do it, which is very sad because I think that would have been really fun. Besides that, I have with Nathan the Pelee Island ferry. That's part of like a kind of a larger trip where we went from Cleveland to Detroit using like land-based transit, like via Canada. So that'll be a fun video. I don't know when it'll come out, but that was the last trip we did. Thank you, Liam. Review the Lynn ferry at some point. Maybe. It's one of those ones that's like in my area, but it doesn't feel all that special to me personally. But
Central?
Oh gosh, finally made it to Central. Ooh, we got someone from Perth. Hi, Trevor. That is very cool to hear. It was disappointing that the jet lag folks didn't make it out there in the Australia season. Admittedly, it probably wouldn't have made a lot of sense for them to go out there, but Abilia Page, thank you so much. Glad that you didn't. Maybe I think I'm someone else, but I seem to remember you commenting saying that like you weren't sure if you wanted to get a Manta or not, and you were going to take full advantage of their money-back guarantee. So I'm glad to hear you like it. And then Andre Carr, thank you for the $5. I really appreciate that. I know Alice Springs was great. The Desert Power. We've got a white bus, and then we've got some. Look at these guys on this blue bike. It's like it's efficient. And then we have some San Antonio buses here. All right, dream European train trip. I don't know. I feel like. M. Hader, I've done the Crosstown Ferry. It was in my going around the Long Island Sound video. You gotta keep up with the backlog. Dream European train trip. I would love to do the Arctic Circle sleeper train. I think that'd be really cool. I feel like Europe doesn't have as many like dream train trips per se. Ooh, hello, Rochester. I feel like in Europe I think of European trains and like European sleepers as being very utilitarian, which is arguably a good thing, right? Because it's like, you are actually using them for transportation rather than for like the purpose of like a land cruise. But it does mean that, like, to me at least, also, you know what another dream trip is? The Italian train that goes to Sicily, like on the ferry. That would be amazing. That is definitely something I would love to do. There goes the Premier bus, double decker. I don't know how it beat us, but anyway, yeah. But yeah, I remember watching, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the channel, Grounded Life Travel. They do these good videos about kind of like Amtrak from like sort of a land cruise perspective. Like, they'll talk about like different Amtrak routes and like things you should know before getting on Amtrak, long distance, stuff like that. But they did an interesting video like comparing Amtrak to European trains, and one of their complaints was that European trains are like only one night. It's like, yeah, but that's kind of not a bad thing. They just kind of view train travel from a different lens than I think people who would actually like use trains for a purpose look at train travel, or at least a purpose other than like luxury. We've got another Empire. Such a classic. Empire's really become a big staple on these shuttles. And then behind it looks like there's a T bus, a Route 1. If you want. It's a T bus. We all know and love T buses. Oh, look how packed it is though. Well, no, it's actually not that packed. It was like a couple people decided to stand and it made it look more packed. Which I feel like is more common now in the COVID era. People just, oh, what do you know? Another one right behind it. Such a classic. So it's this one. Oh yeah, and that one's like slammed. So classic. And here's another Empire. Bernina Express. I don't know what that is. Please enlighten me. And then budget sleepers. I think the pods are cool. I would be interested in trying one of the pods. That's because like I have to say I am one of those like I wouldn't want to share a room with other people, especially in a place where I don't speak the language. So I think just being in a pod seems like a fun idea. Hi Yeppo from Australia. There's a couple people from Australia in here. I would probably not ride the iron ore train in Mauritania. That feels like more of an adventurous thing to do than I am than I'm capable of. Okay, it's a train in Switzerland. That sounds great. So someone asked my favorite and least favorite T-bus route. What would my favorite be these days? They've kind of changed a lot. I'm definitely excited for the 66. No. If I had Jacqueline here, it'd be the 66. Jaquelin's Foamer from elevators, escalators, and more. What are you? Masters. And then you're a Gunther. Let me think. So like the one should be really good, but like it's not. I will say like the 111's been growing on me recently. Just for like the sheer like incredible service it runs. Yeah, okay, Jeremy's coming in here saying the 111 as well. Or like accusing me of loving the 111, which I would say is true. I do love the 111. I think I gave it a 6 in the original like blog post review. But it's really like it's such good service. Like I would say the best service of any T route. But then, funny enough, my least favorite T route is probably the 112, like one number above it. So yeah, the Napa way from DC to Nashville. That's good to know. That's good to know. I wonder if they went out of business or not. I also want to do the Jet at some point, which I think is still around. The Jet is like this luxury bus between DC and New York that has like magic seats that like they stay stationary as the bus moves, which is kind of cool. And the Jeb Brooks video on it has like 6 million views or something. So like, there's that also. You gotta love views. The Jet's launching a new service to Virginia Beach or something. Boy, nowhere I'd rather be than Virginia Beach. That's fun though. Okay, that's good to know. Another person from Australia. Hi, Bugger. Yeah, so the T contract's out basically because it doesn't really have with these like kind of extended shutdowns, you just kind of can't really like if it's rush hour, like the T's bus network is kind of pushed to the limits already. And there's also a driver shortage, so they have to kind of get other companies to come in and pick up the slack. All right, so we're slowly making our way. We're trying to get like kind of the modern, Kendall Square vibe buildings. So we're getting there. Oh, we hit the Grand Junction Railroad. You can see the crossing there. My original spark. For getting into transit. Is the bus foamer-worthy? Absolutely. Not this particular bus, but there are some very foamer-worthy buses on this shuttle. I don't know what got me into transit. I would just say I never grew out of like the little boy train phase. And that's that. But I don't know. Is this my favorite? I think we might be at. Is this my favorite intersection in Cambridge? There's a Cambridge intersection where the button. It's like they got the guy that they recorded do. He's like, walk sign is on across Vassar Street, and it's great. Chicago Transit Authority is a fantastic album. Yeah, no, big fan of Chicago Transit Authority. Does anyone know what time it is? It's like, it's just a fantastic song. The shuttle's incredibly slow. We're almost at the point where we'll be able to see what the lineup is at Kendall, which is something. Yeah, Vaughan Lane. Yeah, I remember I was kind of plotting out a trip at one point to do like the jet to the sleeper luxury bus to Nashville, and then Vaughan Lane from there. Detroit People Mover by Square Pusher. I've not heard that. This light is agonizing because I'm worried there might be some fantastic bus at Kendall that I'm gonna miss. Last concert I went to, it was actually a couple nights ago. It was this big like 80s collection. It was the Totally Tubular Festival. Oh my god, we have to loop all the way around. Oh, it's terrible. No, I see the Phantom in line. Okay, it's like 4th in the queue, so hopefully we will be able to get it. Oh god, it's gonna be an agonizing loop now. I think we have time. But knock on wood, we gotta loop all the way around Kendall to get back. Oh god, okay. It's okay. I think we'll be okay. We'll hopefully be okay. Man. Someone asked if YouTube is my full-time job. It is not. So the concert I went to was this big like 80s collection of groups. So it was the Plimsolls, who I'd never heard of, Tommy Two Tone, who did 8675309. It was Bow Wow Wow, who did, they're most famous for their I Want Candy cover. But their like percussion section's incredible. There was I'm trying to think of it in order, because otherwise I'll forget people. Wang Chung, who my mom was really excited about. I think they're a pretty mediocre group, but they did Everybody Have Fun Tonight. There was Men Without Hats, who I absolutely adore. There was One Thompson Twin. There was Modern English, who were like very annoyed to be there. They were like, they did I Melt With You, which is a fantastic song, but they were like, oh yeah, Dance All Day is good. I still think it's kind of a weird song though. Yeah, Modern English was like so mad that they were in this they were like so vindictive of their like one-hit wonderness. They're like, all right, you're gonna finally play the song that you know. And they swore all the time. Like they kept dropping F-bombs. And then Thomas Dolby, who he did She Blind Me With Science. I was expecting more, but his set was a little weird. He kind of did like a one-man band thing where everything was on a loop, which was kind of cool, but it meant that the arrangements of the songs were like kind of lackluster. And he was the closing act, so yeah, it was like 6 hours of music. Like it was crazy. I don't know when I'm coming to Vancouver. Okay, we got around this corner. We're almost there, folks. Gotta get. Oh no. Might be at another light. The Phantom was like fourth in line, so just gonna really hope we can get on it. Because that's like the main thing. That is like it's the most important thing to get. So things are tense right now. This seat is reclined pretty far back. Look at that. Nice. And this is made of like a nice material. I always like to like rest when I'm trying to sleep on a bus. I'll like rest on the other seat. Kind of use that as a headrest. But also these seats are kind of nice built-in headrests or head things. Ability to page. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the $5. I really appreciate it. And yeah, thank you for the comment about sponsors. I'm really glad you like the mask. I love mine as well. There goes the Premier bus. Also, I started this trip on a Vermont bus, for what it's worth. There's a Sam, but we gotta go for the Phantom. Me and Jackson cooked up any more music. We are cooking up a lot of music. Troy Bus video is going to have 5 intermissions. So yes, lots of music. We have 2 songs done so far. And we're kind of theming them around the cities. So the Dayton one is kind of a guided by voices thing. And then the San Francisco one is this kind of like psychedelic, like 60s hard rock sort of thing. I could have bought a car with all the money I spent on fare. That's a stupid comment because I could have bought gas for a year with all the money I spent on fare. Like, cars are really expensive to maintain, so. Alright, gotta hope that Phantom is there. I wish that we could move faster. Thank you. All right, we're gonna run just in case. Oh, here's the RTD bus, but we don't want that. We want the Phantom, which I think is close to boarding. Okay, no, second in line. Holy crap. Look at this. Look at this beauty. Look at this deranged old bus from like 1996 or something. Does anyone know when this is from? Look at that. Oh my God. That is incredible. Oh, the driver's waving. Number's 501. The driver like saw me filming it. Yeah, so I assume Jeremy will look up when it's from. Oh. Yeah, and then, yeah, so we won't be able to get the RTD bus, which is back there. Not an Orion 6, it's a Gillig Phantom. I did learn today, I didn't know this, that the MBTA actually piloted an Orion 6. They had CNG, whatchamacallit, a New Flyer C40, and they had an Orion 6, and they kind of like sent them both around the system to pilot them. All right, here we go. Masters Charter. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Gainesville 5-1 was an RTS. Oh, I guess they changed the number. Well, when were like like Gainesville's other Phantoms from? Sorry, just getting more water. Or 2006. Okay, it's newer than I thought. One of these days, I want to get to Chattanooga, which currently uses Gillig Phantoms in service, which is insane. So I'd love to do that. All right. I cannot believe I'm on a Gillig Phantom right now, but here we are. We've got this like back door to high floor bus. Oh yeah, Kitsap Transit has Phantoms too. I think that Chattanooga just has a ton of them, which is why I want to go. Like it's just like really easy to get one. Like you just show up on a weekday and they'll be out. So it's nice that you can justify. Oh, actually, Jeremy, it's worth noting that the front of this bus it says 566. It looks like. I don't know if that's like a different bus type, but maybe try looking that number up. This bus is not super accessible. I don't know how this is on the shuttle. I think there's a wheelchair lift in the front, which is funny because usually these are on 2004, 2005. Okay, so this is actually like a slightly newer bus. I mean, newer. Okay, so this is a 2005 bus. That's so funny because like we had low floor buses in 2005 and they were still making these. Like, come on, what the heck? But like, it's like fantastic to be on one. But I mean, I don't like I buy it. It's from 2005. Because like the College Station RTSs are from 2006, so it's definitely designed for the 90s. I don't know if it has a flip dot. I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell from the front. I don't think it wasn't signed as anything. Maybe I can try to look when I leave. Do I play Train Sims? I have Train Sim Classic. I've never tried Train Sim World, but. Which routes do I like? New York to New Haven's really fun. I always enjoyed London to Faversham, but like I stopped playing it at a certain point. I couldn't remember how to like change the power. But so that's a good one. London to what is it? The one from Liverpool Street, London to. It goes via Chelmsford, but it goes further up. I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, I saw that the 714, the 760 would upgrade. It's pretty cool. Like the 716 especially was using like a horrible little mini bus with like a tin can fare box. No, it's not all the way to Norwich. At least the route. The train simulator route doesn't make it to. Oh yeah, it is Ipswich. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, London to Ipswich. Is there another sea town it serves in the way? Yeah. Also, like this design is beautiful. This bus is from Florida, so we're really going for like the Norwich. I don't know what you want from me. Then I got a good seat moquette by Foxy AR. Norwich, yeah, okay. Oh yeah, Train Cinderella's Boston Providence, I know. If that was in classic, I'd get it. When we get, I'll probably get off this at Porter, and when we get closer there, I'll probably bring the stop request core to see what it does. I'll see if I can do the Sam's. I don't know. I mean, we will see. But like, I am very content. So for what it's worth, I never mentioned this. This bus is running on the express route, so we're going straight to Porter. No, there's no Gillig bar on this bus. It's just a normal window. Rail replacement bus simulator. Love how this bus like jiggles around. No dots. It's very, very, very cool to be on one of these. The one slight disappointment is that it doesn't have like any of the transit agency insignia on it, but Foamer's deciding between an old bus from the 90s and the top level of double decker is tough, but yeah. I mean, given the choice between the two, I would probably pick this because it's so much rarer. It just in terms of like a double decker bus I could conceivably ride anywhere, but these are a dying breed. But certainly as a member of the general public, the double decker is a lot more comfortable. I cannot imagine what people think when they end up on like a crappy old transit bus like this. I don't request the stop as the last stop. I'm getting offered a midpoint stop, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it is very empty. I mean, it is a Friday for one thing, but also like they do tend to throw a lot of buses at these shuttles just because there's kind of a fear that it'll get a lot of people because you're replacing like a really busy rail line. And I think the reality is that people will often find other means of transportation, but you know, it is what it is. I certainly like all the different buses. Thank you, Raphael. Getting the classic like Cambridge views here. Porter actually will be kind of an interesting place to hang out because it's like the junction point of the express route, which goes one way, and the local route, which goes a different way. So we'll kind of be able to like stake our claim in the middle and sort of try to get what looks most interesting. The RTD bus I think is a no-go at this point, unless we can kind of get back to Kendall and maybe it's there. So I would say the main thing now, I'll try to get a Sam's for everyone. Everyone really wants a Sam's. But other than that, I feel like my priorities are all set. I've gotten the double decker and the Phantom, which are the two I wanted. So I'm a happy camper. Oh, here we got a European, Nash Horn, who thinks that U.S. buses are superior. I mean, I gotta say that the European buses I've ridden have been very nice, but maybe the grass is greener on the other side. I don't know. So I would certainly say the opposite, personally. But you know, I don't know. What do I know? I feel like I would need like extensive experience riding both types of buses on really crummy roads. I feel like it helps that European roads, I think, tend to be pretty, you know, well paved. I think, but yeah. But I mean, the nicest bus, I still say the nicest city bus I've ever been on was it was like a Mercedes in Aarhus, Denmark. I'm sure I pronounced that horrendously wrong. Aarhus. That was like, it was such a nice bus. It was incredible. So right now we're stuck at a light coming into Inman Square. We're getting beaten by bikers on their nice bike lane. Inman Square has some of the best bike infrastructure anywhere in the Boston area. It is really incredible. We're not at the good part yet, but we're about to be. Right now it's kind of crappy. We might have missed the light actually. It might be another. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if we get to the nice bike part or not on this round of things. Here's the S&S, kind of a classic spot. Alright, we appear to be stuck. Europe is very vast. I remember when I was in Budapest, I ended up riding like the oldest trolley bus in their fleet accidentally. It was like, I think it was like an Icarus maybe. I'm not too familiar with Eastern European buses. It was like this old, like high floor, like I think it was articulated even. It was a cool bus. And those pictures never went anywhere. I think they're gone now. But yeah, I don't know. The bus is probably retired at this point. It was bus 8,000. I remember. I think like 8,001 or something. So maybe the second oldest. I'm not sure. But that was 2016, I think. All right, gonna hit the light. So yeah, here we go. Here's where the bike lane like kind of comes up. There's a nice floating bus stop there, and then there's like all these different like, I mean, it's like really good bike infrastructure, even if it's just for this kind of like one intersection. That kind of goes around this pedestrian plaza. And then if I'm not mistaken, it should be quite good up here on Beacon Street also. I have ridden the 30. You can read a review of it on my blog, milesinTransit.com. Oh, actually, okay, it looks like the bike lane kind of becomes a crappo bike lane again, unfortunately. The SEPTA 30. You can watch a video of the SEPTA 30 in the Philly Diner video, or at least part of it. I've actually never ridden the entire 30. Here we go past Whole Foods, if that interests anyone. One of the weird kind of like small jank Cambridge ones. Yeah, no, that intersection at Inman Square is like really, really high quality. Like Amsterdam's a good comparison. It's like it's very, very nice. Yeah, now we're stuck in traffic as usual. Hi Patrick. This up to 30 probably has a Wawa. I think in like kind of the it probably goes like close enough to one of the University City ones. I would imagine. I need to see a map for sure, but it would definitely take you in like walking distance of a Wawa in that area. Yeah, I see that there's some people joining right now. We are currently in a Gillig Phantom because there's apparently a Gillig Phantom. I love how the front window is like not a perfect box. It's like there's one that like is diagonal and the other one is, you know, straight. What's my favorite awful SEPTA route? Ooh, awful SEPTA route. There's a lot of awful SEPTA routes. I think okay, this is like probably not what you're looking for, but the 47M is like a very unique route. I feel like just being within inches of we got some floating bus stops under construction, bike lanes. Like being within inches of like you know, other shoppers at the Italian market. 47M is cheating. Okay, well. There's so many red line shuttles. This is Alewife to Kendall. How about the SEPTA 107? That's a pretty funny one. I've always enjoyed how the 107 like loops on itself. Everyone always thinks of the Bucks County one. The 107 is kind of a classically terrible one. We're back to having decent bike infrastructure. There's like, it's actually infrastructurized. There's a kind of a height difference there. No, you think of the 115, Jeremy. The 107 is the one that like leaves 69 and goes through a bunch of neighborhoods. I do not own a bike, and I don't really use bikes that often. I don't know if it's just me, but like the slightest hill just like destroys me on a bike. I think if I had an e-bike, it would probably change my life, but I don't, so unfortunate. I don't know the WMATA bus system well enough to have a favorite route. It's by far the bus system I know the least in the Northeast, like of the major bus systems. Even Baltimore, I know better than WMATA. And WMATA doesn't make it easy to know, admittedly, with all the different like letters and numbers and stuff. But I guess I would default to the X2 because it's better than the streetcar. I think that's kind of funny. Got a weird minibus running on the Cambridge Alpha Line shuttle. Yeah, we're still like slowly making our way up the express run. That is probably faster than taking the regular shuttle. Alright, it's water time. Favorite CT Transit bus route? CT Transit, I don't know. I don't have a ton of context. I mean, probably the, we got a jet set, we got a blue bus. I couldn't tell what that said. 928 is a good one. But other one of the asterisk, the 215 asterisk. I would probably say the classic busway one has to be the best. It's just like, you know, I can't remember what number it is, but the Hartford to New Britain one, or not New Britain, maybe New Britain. I don't know. The one that's not the 101. Okay. It's just so good. It's just such a good route. My phone just announced low power, low battery, so we gotta get our portable charger because this Gillig sure as heck doesn't have chargers. The CT Transit busway video, and I already have one in the. We used the busway in the first Ned Lamont video with me and Nathan. Although I suppose a dedicated busway video would kind of make sense because you are right that everyone sleeps on it. Not on it, but they sleep on the concept of it. Who wins, Wawa or Buc-ee's? I've never been to Buc-ee's. I could not tell you. Alright, portable chargers. We're getting somewhat close to Porter. This is that unique territory right here because the 83 bus used to come up this way, and there was like a bridge detour at some point, and the 83 got rerouted and it's just never come back, even though the bridge detour is done. Yeah, the busway scores don't make any sense to me. I don't know why CT Transit is a silver, and like Cleveland, I mean, come on. Cleveland also got rid of its off-board fare collection. You have to like go in and turn left and like line up at the front now to pay your fare. It's terrible. Ogabo Pat, thank you so much. Are they discontinuing the DC Circulator? I thought I saw that they're. I think I've heard rumbling that they are. won't let me know. I actually, it would be kind of a fun video trying to ride all of DC Circulator, if that is something that they're getting rid of. Here we are crossing the commuter rail, almost to Porter Square. It's in sight. Oh man, the Orange Line busway. I don't know if you follow me on Twitter, but I had a rough experience with the Orange Line busway when I was in LA recently. Because of the, I think it was because of the new electric buses. They both died, and so they had to like sit there for like an entire, like half-hour charging. It was like a huge crowd of people just waiting there for like 40 minutes. It was so bad. It was terrible. It was like late at night, and the bus was so crowded. It had been like 45 minutes since the last one. I am actually, so this is something that's really under the radar is Miami is like making improvements to its South busway. And they're actually adding like crossing gates to it, like these beautiful new stations. I've heard no one talking about it, but it's very exciting. Am I planning some race videos? Well, they take a lot of effort and no one watches them, so we will see. But maybe someday when something goes, if another video goes viral, they're good for Patreon. Hood Trampoline 83, thank you so much for my 7-zone interstate ticket. Happy dropped off mid-jug handle. Okay, let's see what this does. Okay, it's a standard stop request. It was like the standard new fire stop request sound. Or Diner Odyssey videos. They will probably, we have been talking about doing one. Maybe we'll film one in September. Me and Jackson. All right, here we are. Oh, those back doors swing out. Sorry, go ahead. Thank you. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful, beautiful bus.
Yo, you like buses, huh?
Yeah.
I like buses too, airplanes.
Hell yeah, me too. What was that? Oh yeah, you too. All right, it's not a flip dot. It's this is a normal screen. All right, we are now at Porter Square. We need to get out of Porter Square. Let's watch this. Oh yeah. I cannot believe that is real. What a great driver. Okay. So I think what we'll do is we'll I think my plan is to kind of hang out in this center island and just sort of try to wait until an interesting bus comes by. I'm intrigued by Sam's, so if a Sam's comes, I'm happy to get on that. I don't really have much of an agenda anymore, so we'll just sort of see what comes our way. But right now we are stuck waiting for this light to change. It goes a Yankee, which is not an interesting bus, objectively. Sorry, Yankee. I like the alien buses. Oh, here we go, walk side. We are very close to Ward Maps. Yeah, if you haven't been to Ward Maps, and indeed the new Ward Maps location, which is like, it's huge. It is fantastic. Strong recommend to Ward Maps. All right, so we'll kind of we'll plop ourselves in the corner here. I see no buses coming right now. There might be a Paul Revere down there, and Paul Revere is not a very interesting bus. Oh, I can see the Gillig Phantom down there. How beautiful it is. But yeah. So now we're at the very annoying part of the video, or live stream or whatever, where we have to hang out and look for buses. I'm just kind of standing in a weird spot. Hang on. I'm standing up here to be in the shade of the tree. There's not too much shade around here. But this is a good vantage point because the express buses go that way and the local buses go that way. And then they all go up that way, so you can kind of get a good view of what's coming. And so behind me, we've got a Paul Revere back there, which is not interesting, I would say. It's just standard XD40. I can just be a foamer on these. Who cares? That is not always the case. In my videos, I usually try to keep the specific bus model talk to a minimum. But on these, who cares? Accepted D40 LF on the one, like a proper D40 LF or like the DE41 LF. They go with the prototype Gillig, which I would say is not too interesting. But oh, and here's Piero with a CTA day pass. Thank you. I sure would love to get stranded at a median station on the Blue Line. That sounds delightful, and I can go incredibly slow along the way. Yes, I would like to attempt fastest T-Rider alive once all the speed restrictions are gone. I think it's honestly pretty exciting now because you can kind of link, Davis Square to the Green Line extension. Like kind of either run or take a bus from Davis Square to College Ave. It actually makes the red to green connection a lot easier than it was before. So I think it'll be, and then you basically come down to East Somerville, run over to Union Square, and then keep going. So I think that'll be a fun run when it comes back. An 8100, that would probably be, I believe that's a DE41 LF. It's a very uniquely SEPTA bus. Folks, what time is it right now? Is it like, we're getting close to 6, right? (6:02). All right, yeah. I think this is when stuff starts to wind down. So I would say we'll kind of like hang out. We'll maybe try to get like one more bus ride. There's a Mears, which has a nice livery. There's a Premier behind it. I gotta say, that Premier livery looks so ancient, but the bus is probably like not that old, I feel like. There seem to be a lot of Sam's buses, or at least like enough that I've kind of seen them regularly, so I don't think that's like a horrible thing to try to wait for. I don't think I've seen Shuttle since the Orange Line shut down. I did find the Stowe Shuttle. That was the very first bus I rode. If you wind back all the way on the stream, you'll literally started the stream on the Stowe bus. Favorite pizza place in the Boston area? Ooh, that's a good question because I'm kind of like a pizza loser. Like I love Bertucci's, for example. I know it's like a chain. Like you're not supposed to like chains. I love like Joe's Pizza in Harvard Square, but you're not supposed to like Joe's because that's from New York, you know. Those are some of my standbys, honestly. I'm trying to think of any local places that have been really good. I mean, it's not Boston, but my favorite New York slice of Sbarro. Yeah, exactly. There's a place up in Troy, New York called the Fazio's. That's really good. In my old Trailways video, I kind of gave it a shout out. We've got 2 Premier buses now. But nothing. There's a dynamic coming the other way. Hang on. There's the dynamic. Hip and up and coming places in the Boston area for young adults. I don't know, Union Square, Somerville, Coolidge Corner, I guess. There aren't that many hip places in Boston, honestly, but those would be kind of my two thoughts initially. Davis Square also, most of like Somerville and Cambridge. Although Harvard Square has kind of lost it. No, it's very unhip. I totally agree. We have a Star Market truck that puts the pro in produce. Yeah, man, there's like nothing coming. Favorite New York subway station is Park Place, obviously. I love me some Park Place. I feel like I've probably told you that before. Maybe not. That's like the most interesting bus I've ridden on the shuttle today. Toss up between, I got a double-decker bus and I got a Gillig Phantom from 2005, like a high floor bus. They were both fantastic. The double-decker bus, honestly, like for non-bus foamers, the double-decker is fantastic. Temporary ending at Park Place on the Franklin Ave shuttle. That is incredibly cool. A shuttle bus from Park to Franklin. Oh my God. Well, it would be like one bus. Got a Fullington here. MBTA actually is signed as an MBTA Red Line shuttle. Travel your world with us. Fullington Trailways. Western Motor Coach. Okay, that's a new one. I've never heard of that. Snyder's are better than Rolled Gold for every reason, but also Rolled Gold is too salty. Snyder's is just, I think, a better balance of salt and content of the pretzel. You know what pure sandwich I saw recently was an NJT Bluebird. That was like horrible. A horrible sight. Come to Medford. Well, the shuttle doesn't go to Medford, so I hear a commuter rail train downstairs. There is nothing coming. We've reached the end of entry here. I know that there is actually a commuter rail shuttle train between Porter and North Station that they're running, which is pretty cool. But NJT branded minibuses. Wait, Jeremy, but what do like the 890 and 891 use? Are those minibuses or are those full size? No, I'm not going to ride the commuter rail. It's just a commuter rail ride. There goes Western Motor Coach. I have ridden Dart in Dallas. I have a whole series of Dallas videos, but they're with redacted people. And no one likes them, so I don't know if I'm actually going to edit them. Oh, the ones in Lake City. Okay. I do like those. I kind of associate those with the beach. All right, we've got a Van Hool, kind of some standard like blue. I doesn't look all that interesting. Man, what is up with the bus fleet right now? Oh, great to hear that, Sean. That is, I'm glad anything can reprieve you from that, all that stuff happening. So many people on bikes. Yeah, welcome to Cambridge. Then we have this blue bus here. It's totally unmarked. Who knows what company that is? It's a mysterious. Let's see. I cannot tell what that said. And I think it was a dynamic bus. Ocean Ride in Ocean County, New Jersey still has Phantoms. Wow. The closest active Phantoms to me besides the one I just rode. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. Oh, there was a Yankee. Yankee Insight Vacations. Never seen that Yankee before. Do I go back and read old bus or route station reviews I was from years past? Not really. I kind of just leave them up there for anyone else to read them, but I don't think many people read them anymore. Oh, I can't imagine how expensive this is either. I think it's very expensive. Yeah, wow. So this shuttle has to be winding down. There's like, this is a goose egg up here. Well, the written reviews, I don't think the written reviews will will happen again, but you know, okay. Sounds like the shuttle's leaving. Well, we have a 77 meet. Oh, there we go. Sounds like the commuter rail's leaving. Ooh, okay, hang on, folks. I see something interesting down there. Look at that. That's a Gillig of some sort. I think that could be our bus, folks. There's an Empire here. Is it a D40? I don't know. Oh, I'm in the wrong. If it's a D40, that's even more exciting to me. Oh, someone's coming this way too. Wait, look at that. Well, now we have a dilemma. That's a D40, right? Do I run for this? Okay, stuck at the light. I don't know what that bus is. I don't know where it's from. I don't know what it's doing. And then, that's a Gillig. Over there, that's a Gillig. That's probably the RTD bus. I would rather get the D40. We just rode a Gillig. We gotta. Well, here we'll hang out here just to. How far do I have to run to get? Okay, I don't have to run that far. F40. Thank you, Piero. How many states have one company for its public transit? It's New Jersey, Rhode Island, and Delaware. And Connecticut, kind of, but not really. Okay, so Damien says the northbound for the RTD bus. What is this? Look at that. Oh, and there's Stowe. Oh my god, all the interesting buses are all coming all at once. Is this the TriMet D40? Oh my god, I've been wanting to ride this for a while. So someone tell me when this is from. Bus 303.
Do I take the silver line from here?
Kendall.
TriMet far.
Is that the next stop?
Well, they took out like all the seats. What the heck? This is like a high capacity bus. Exit. Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Well, I don't know bus engine. I couldn't tell you. It doesn't sound that great, honestly. It's kind of a wimpy transmission, if I'm being honest. But wow, I've been wanting to get this for a while. Does anyone know when this bus is from? Is this like early 2000s, mid 2000s, late 2000s? It still has like some like TriMet paraphernalia on it. This is renumbered, okay. Does Empire Coach have a CPTPD page? How how long is the shutdown till? This is until July 13th, maybe? No. I don't know when it's until. This is very noisy. Yeah, this is an old. Oh, okay, there we go. That sounds a bit better. So we're heading back on the express route here. So this is literally older than the Gillig Phantom we were just on. That's so funny. I will probably post my music on Spotify someday. I don't know when. Maybe once we have the 5 songs from the 12 of Us video, we might kind of make an album. But yeah, you can get them all on Patreon if you want. It's like in a drive folder, Patreon. No, we don't have any demand response stuff besides like paratransit. No, I haven't been counting diners or Dunkins. Just been foaming buses. Man, I do love the like incandescent incandescent lights. It is like this is some classic D40 energy in here. Star Market. It's a Cummins ISL with a Voith transmission. I don't know what that means, but maybe you guys can tell me if it's this or not. What bus am I on right now? I don't know what the number is, but it's a ex Portland, Oregon New Flyer D40 LF. Go to travel montage song. I feel like America by Simon and Garfunkel was like the classic one, but that's almost like it's too good. It's too good for my videos. You can't use that song unless you're making like the best piece of media ever. We're racing an e-biker here. Oh, so this might actually be older than 2003 apparently. Which is funny. It doesn't. I mean, this is one of those buses that's very like both T40s and the Gillig Advantages are very very timeless. I think like they sort of just you can ride one from the early 2000s and like it won't feel that old. It won't feel any older than like a 2009 version. This is it's probably still Beacon Street at this point, but Somerville Ave effectively. Yeah. I say what I always say with the great race videos. They are so much effort to make, and then they don't get a lot of views. So they're really only good for they take so long to make, like so long, like hours and hours, and like hundreds of hours to make, all to like put the channel in a slump because we'll release like 5 in a row and they'll get diminishing returns. So it's like they're great, they're really fun, but I kind of got to wait until there's more of an audience to try to get farm Patreon subscriptions off of it. Yeah, here's the moquette. It's like very good, very of the era. It's like 2000. Absolutely beautiful. I also love some of the TriMet stuff. This isn't a set. This is ex Portland. I do have to review the Silver Service at some point. That'll definitely happen someday. What is an artist assumed by many to be a one-hit wonder that I'll defend? Well, at the 80s concert, Men Without Hats were there, and they have a fantastic catalog. Just bangers all the way down. So I will always rep for them. And I guess technically they're a two-hit wonder because they had Pop Goes the World in 1987, but it was like number 19 or something, so I don't think many people think about it. Yeah, we got a good bike lane here. Actually, this particular spot that I chose to show is not great, but 1998 World Trans Buses. I don't know what that is. Favorite bus. Well, the best city bus I've ever been on was a Mercedes in Arles, Denmark. So I guess I'll rep for that. Yeah, this bus does sound pretty good when it gets going. When it gets up to speed, it's pretty good. Yeah, here's like some ambient. It's a very, very, very noisy bus. I've rode the manual double decker earlier. Yeah, it's in the stream. Passing bikers. I mean, it's actually, the traffic's sort of starting to die down, although we're coming up to Inman Square, so we'll have to wait some lights there probably. I wonder if like 20 years from now these streams will be like the only memory of these shuttles and people just have to watch, like deal with me, you know, just have to watch me and deal with it. And all they want is like the shuttle content, you know. I wonder if that'll be the case. Alright, back to Inman Square where we have the really, really, really good bike lanes. A trolley bus is a bus that, oh, there's more videos on YouTube, okay. Well, that's good. Yeah, a trolley bus is an electric bus that takes its power from like two wires above the street. So it looks like a bus, but it has, it has two wires that come, so it has actual infrastructure along the entire route. Although modern trolley buses can go off-wire and run like in battery mode for a bit, so in places like San Francisco and Dayton, you'll see routes that have like dedicated sections that are off-wire that can kind of get the bus further. So yeah, trolley buses are great, and there should be more of them, but instead there are less of them than there were, 5 years ago, because Boston got rid of its ones. Tragedy. But yeah, look at this. We've got like planters, like nice foliage, a nice plaza over here. And then like a Dutch style intersection here. Good stuff. Oh yeah, bike traffic lights too. Alright, we forge ahead, forge towards Kendall. The old Neoplan dual modes, yeah. They were pretty bad by the end, but they were certainly like a piece of history. But they were just so crummy by the time they went away. They were like noisy and rattly. It was still a huge joy to get one. Oh yeah, no, they were fantastic. They were fantastic fun. So we got more like bike infrastructure here. Although, flex posts. Actually, those aren't really flex posts. They look more like a little more intense than flex posts. One step above flex posts. Oh, so that's when I get Solaris. That's great. That'll be fantastic. And here we go. Parking protected bike lanes are where it's at. Yeah, we're making good time. Feels like it's much faster than the way up. But yeah, so we'll get to Kendall and then sort of see you guys do more TTC bits. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for. Well, I'm doing a trip that involves Toronto later in the summer. Who knows when the videos will be out, but there will probably be some TTC content from that. I do remember the MBTA's Navi Fleet. Those were hilarious. I loved how like crummy the announcements were. Like they were really muffled, and the back doors would like slam closed, and you could open the front doors at any time. So operators loved to like drive with the doors open. They were like, I mean, they were like perfect for T drivers. It's such a shame that the new buses, like, you know, it doesn't have buses that can do that anymore. Those navis were great, always covered in duct tape. The Septic Celsius don't have door interlocks. I believe that's, yeah. They just, that's so good. I mean, you gotta have the bus work for the SEPTA drivers, you know? I call them articulated buses. I know accordion is another common name for them. Alright, we're making our way there. Didn't do the proper level crossing procedure, but what are you gonna do? Oh yeah, bendy buses in the UK, that's right. Yeah, I saw Brandon's on the Houston MCI, which I've been on before, so that's why I haven't looked after. I haven't been looking for it. But I did see him earlier today. I think it was Premiere. A lot of premieres. I feel like I've never seen premieres on the show before, but there have been many on this. I feel like. Dart in Dallas. I think it's all right. It's definitely a lot of coverage. The frequency is pretty bad, especially on the buses. But you know, it's a very extensive light rail system. You can't argue against the track mileage. So you can see a few buses coming in here. There's a Yankee. Anything behind it? Oh, there's a Gillig, the prototype Gillig, and the one of the San Antonios. So we're getting very close. Oh yeah, Foothill was fantastic. I loved Foothill. I've never seen like a city bus agency with like high back suburban seats like that on every bus. That was like, yeah, they have a very extensive network. They have some frequent routes. Yeah, Amplify, we rode the Gillig Phantom earlier as well. So if you go back to the stream, you can see that. Edward Mason's watching from the Canadian. That's awesome. I hope you've got a good trip so far. You're doing the whole thing. That's fantastic. Alright, I think we're about to do our final loop here. I might be a little dingus and pull the stop request as we come in here. I'm curious what it does. Oh, Edward, that's fantastic. Have a great trip. Alright, let's see. Ooh, incandescent, like, light up thing in the front. I'm glad I did that. It's cool. There's a double-decker bus. Any Sams? I haven't seen any Sams yet. Sams better be amazing, though. You know, like, you guys have been hyping Sams up. They better be so good. I better be blown away by Sams. I feel like I see kind of an interesting bus going the other way, but it might be an easy ride. I guess we'll see in a sec. Handfly, you're listing all of the. Oh, there's the back door pushed to open. Wow. Yeah, I started this bus on the 29-foot Stowe Gillig, so yeah, you're really you'll have a good time rewatching the stream. Okay, just missed. It was an easy ride. It wasn't anything too interesting. I love how this has a Florida license plate now. Of course it does. Let's see, I got a Yankee. It's pretty boring. I think we're starting to get to the time of night when stuff is starting to wind down. Ottawa has 10 D40Is remaining, says Jeremy. That's fantastic. Those are very weird buses. They were just yelling. Like, where the bus was going, saying it was an express. All right. Look at that beautiful double-decker. Fantastic. Okay, here we got some stuff. We've got the slightly longer Stowe bus and a dynamic. Oh wait, Utah Transit Authority. What? It's ex-UTA? Okay, wait, that's kind of interesting. I haven't been on that one yet. That could be a good one to end on. No, don't worry. It's like fourth in line, so it's not going to be. It's not going to take too long, but it's good. It's going to be a while before it loads up. But like, let's end with that. That's a very fun one to end with. Imagine the one who has to drive a city bus from Utah to Boston. Yeah, exactly. Or I suppose in this case, Vermont. It seems to be like ex-UTA, and now it's like on like Stowe ski shuttles or something. Yeah, someone called the Red Line podcast here. Look at that. So you can sort of, I don't know if you can see it now, but you can see like sort of the UTA insignia on the sides. No, I've never played Desert Bus. I don't think I want to. Yeah, so we'll hang around. We'll kind of wait for it to be the next one boarding, and then. Yeah, the sun's getting bright. I love how it's Lamoille Valley. I don't know, Vermonters, any Vermonters who know how to actually pronounce that? Yeah, so we'll hang out here. It's so bright. I can barely see anything. We're getting some shade. We need more mature trees. Look at all these parking and traffic changes. There is probably a Google building. I don't know if there are like several Google buildings around here. I think that might be it. I don't know. There's like a million Google buildings around here. It's we're right near MIT, so it's all the tech people. And then there's a chartered bus behind there. I don't think it's Sam. I haven't seen any Sams in a bit. I wonder if all the Sams are off the shuttle. But yeah, so we'll hang out for a bit. Will I release my music on Spotify someday? Well, it's on Patreon right now, but perhaps in the future. Oh, right behind me, the Google. Yes, okay, good call. Yeah, there it is. There's the Google building. I do not study at university anymore. I graduated about a year and a half ago. We've got a minibus coming. I don't think it's on the shuttle, but you know me. I love a good minibus. Oh, it's the MIT shuttle. Tech shuttle. A nice truck minibus. Like, how could anyone look at that and think it's a good-looking bus? It looks so bad. I studied urban studies. This is also apparently a future food hall. I have a Greyhound trip coming up. Not a particularly long one, but I think it's a good miserable one, at least from like oh heck yeah, Nick. It's only a one night, but it's on my way back from the Canadian Civil Alive event in Montreal. I'm taking an overnight Greyhound that stops in St. Albans, Vermont, Burlington, Vermont, Montpelier, Vermont, White River Junction, Vermont, Hanover, New Hampshire, and Manchester, New Hampshire, all overnight. So it's like all these like horrible 2 a.m. stops in like these, you know, very small New England towns. So I think it should be fun. I would have rather done it in the daytime, but it is what it is. But like, you know, I think that if the Flixbus video is any indication, I think it would probably be a good one to do a video for. Because people seem to be kind of interested in international buses. I have my Nexus card finally, so I can give that a spin. But yeah, that'll be exciting. The overnight bus is gonna be fun. Yeah, it'll be fun for a video, absolutely. Andrew's got an interview on Monday at the Museum of Natural History. You're gonna work for them? That is fantastic. That's such a good museum. It's one of those museums that's like so big. So just as a progress update, we're still waiting for that first bus to head out, and then we'll get on this second Gillig once it goes. Here's something funny. Like, I love how it's like a Yankee line. Like, that's like, I won't like. You'd think it'd be like, you know, a period for like Andrew Yankee or something, but it's just a Yankee line, one Yankee line. What does that mean? What is Yankee? Plastic transit cards versus app only. I do not like app only. Plastic transit cards all the way. You gotta have some way to get tickets without using a phone. Even if using a phone is nice, you gotta have some way for folks who, like, for whatever reason, don't have a phone with them. People are saying, yeah, Yellow Pages stuff. It's a good point. You know, it's funny. I rode Coast back before its redesign. Before the redesign, it was so terrible. It was like the departures were all like random times. It was just like a really crummy system. And I feel like the reason it's made it so much better. They have like express routes now, and they all run consistent hourly schedules or better. Like, yeah, I don't know how I would like frame Coast for a video. I don't know what like the kind of the why of it would be, but like I definitely am impressed with Coast from what I've seen. You know, obviously I haven't been on the new Coast, but definitely like I have to imagine it came with a service increase, that redesign, because it was like it was really well done. It was really well done. Yeah, right. App only is screwed if the phone dies. Like you're kind of obligated to like an agency's obligated to like provide chargers, you know, if they have. Oh man, pop-up metro. Let's make it happen. Let's see what the heck happens. I would love to see that. Like, why not? You know, it's crazy, but if we get something like wild out of it, I'll take it. I have a coworker who drove buses for Iowa City, and he drove a Gillig Phantom and an Orion 2 or Orion 3, one of the weirder Orions, like the minibus Orion. But yeah, I'm not convinced it'll happen, but I would like it to happen. Orion 2, thank you, Jeremy. All right, we got some movement here. Stuff is pulling up. You know, I mean, it's kind of nice. It went from UTA to Stowe. It went from like one skiing place to another skiing place. I think all the UTA stuff is gone. It's mostly like Stowe. Stowe, so I don't know, UTA people, are these seats UTA style? Oh, hey, we gotta get the Gillig bar. We can't have a day of shuttling without a Gillig bar seat. It's actually getting pretty busy, actually. Kind of the first one in a while has been like quite busy. Yeah, they have pretty nice seats. Yeah, pretty cool moquette. Best worst airline I've flown on. I've only really flown like your classic American ones. I'm trying to think if there's like any. It's been like since I started getting somewhat into airplanes, I haven't flown on any like really interesting international ones. So like best would be like Delta, I guess, and worst would be like I don't know, like Frontier or Spirit, like kind of classic boring answers. That Masters, another Masters bus, and then kind of just an all white guy, and then there's a 64 T64. This is one of the busier shuttles we've had, and this is on the circulator, so we get to go the kind of scenic way via Memorial Drive instead of the normal way via Main Street. WestJet better than Air Canada. Wow, I did not know they've gotten better. Boston by Rail is that's my favorite commuter rail train. I would probably say the Reedville Switcher. That would be my pick. Boston by Rails. I mean, yeah, Air Canada is pretty meh from what I mean. I've flown like I've flown one of their A220s and I've flown one of their Dash 8s, and Dash 8s are like horrible. You know, I have 5 Dash 8 flights coming up, which is insane. But yeah, I saw that WestJet has a route from Nunavut to Greenland, so you can now, can't you now like cross the Atlantic on, you know, turboprops now? Like, isn't that thing you can do? Airfare is very expensive in Canada, yeah. Oh, on Dash 8s, okay, even better. Yeah, Dash 8s are like so cramped. Also, I hate the Gillig bar. It's not useful as an armrest. It's at this weird angle. I don't understand. I will never understand the Gillig bar. It is so terrible. What's the best way to go from Montreal, from Boston, which isn't expensive? I mean, your only options are it's either flying or Greyhound, or like the Greyhound ecosystem. I think Flix might do a trip. I don't know. I think it might just be Greyhounds from Boston, but there are like direct trips. So. The Greyhound, I don't know what to tell you. Unless you want to do like Peter Pan to Albany and then Adirondack Trailways up, but I don't think that would be worth it. It would be nice though. Yeah, it's good for Stormy, but not for me. Trailways, no, they don't go to Boston, not that I know of. So we can admire the view out here, which I will say was better on the double-decker bus. But what are you gonna do? That's nice. How often do I run into fans? Maybe like twice a month. I don't know. It kind of depends. Like some days it'll be like, oh, like 3 people recognize me in one day. Sometimes I'll kind of go a long stretch without seeing anyone. So it's kind of random. It's always exciting. I mean, if you see me, say hi. It's always very fun. Yeah, the child's rhythm. Yeah, okay. Canada does have insane airfare. Like, especially like northern Canada. Like, trying to get anywhere up in the north is like $2,000 Canadian dollars. Look at this. It's like so uncomfortable as an armrest. I'm just like really struggling here. When is the next NYC vid? Probably. I have an NYC ferry video that I filmed with like Jeremy and some other people a while ago. That I gotta get on the ball for editing that. But it was a very fun video. I think I've been holding off editing it because it's gonna take a while. It's a long video. There's some good shenanigans, and we were all miserable, which I think is what makes for the most fun videos. One of the most interesting fan interactions I had a couple of good ones, but I would say the most interesting one was it was in Montreal, and it was a thing called mispronounced it, like Nuit Blanche, like it was like a holiday where stuff is kind of open all night. There's always different events all night, and so. You know, it was me and Alina. We were kind of going around to various spots, and like at like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. or something, we went to this tiny record shop that was doing like a psychedelic music listening session. And there's like 4 people in there. We step in, and one of them's like, "Oh, Miles in Transit." And I'm like, yeah, of all the places about to happen, that was so crazy. That's the craziest one that's happened to me so far. Like in Montreal at 2 a.m. Insane. He's a really cool guy, and I'm a terrible person because I can't remember what his name was. But no, there weren't any drugs involved. Literally just like three old men and one younger man, and then us. Just on this, well, Jeremy got recognized in London. That's pretty damn cool. I guess I got to go to London to see if I can get recognized. Sometimes I feel like Jeremy gets recognized more than me. It's really funny. But yeah, oh yeah, the DLR is fantastic. London has so much stuff. I don't even know what I would like prioritize if I was in London. There's so much. Okay, if I'm gonna do C Street, I'm just gonna do it from Highland to Nantucket. Like, come on. Most of my fan interactions happen on transit. The vast majority. Which I guess is kind of obvious, right? But yeah, I don't get recognized like too often. But it's like, I don't know, it's something that's more often than you'd expect, given how it's always really exciting when it happens. That's what's great about it. Is it's like it's not like it's never annoying. It's always like really, really exciting to get recognized. I know. I was Jeremy's photos. Like, he went to so many cool places in the UK and in Paris. It's very fun to see all the photos rolling in all day. It's an update. We're like kind of at MIT. We're slowly making our way up Mass Ave. Oh, Sammy got recognized on the metro for the first time. That's fantastic. Oh yeah, but there are trolley buses at like bus museums, aren't there? I feel like I've seen like bus museums in the middle of nowhere that have working trolley buses. I don't know, but Andrew, I'm not usually recognized when I'm filming, funnily enough. Usually it's like when I'm just hanging out, like I'm just wandering around, and that's when I get recognized. It's actually, usually I'm not filming a video when I'm recognized, which is kind of interesting. I got recognized on the Kansas City streetcar, which is kind of funny. But I asked the guy if he wanted me a video, and he said no. But I was filming. I was filming. It wasn't a Kansas City streetcar video. It was kind of like I was using it to get to the Missouri River Runner. But I will say I was very impressed. Is like the extension. I'm honestly considering going out there for the extension. The extension is like just very, very cool. No, I never get recognized during my commute. I think it's happened like once. Yeah, it's like very rarely in my commute, which is really funny. There's a museum in Maine that has a lot of. Are you talking about the Seashore Trolley Museum? The place where old transit vehicles go to die? Oh, I'm glad that the Halifax transit person would give me permission to film in the terminal. I don't know what was up with that one security guard being annoying, but... so here we are next to the Easy Ride. Very nice looking new Eldorado. Just past a JG charter bus. Back in like 2013 or something, I went to the London Transport Museum Acton Depot, which is very cool. It's fantastic. And unfortunately, I don't remember much from it. I was 13 years old, but I remember it being really cool. I probably appreciate it more now, but it's like very, very rarely open. But it's like a treasure trove. You can get, if you're based in the UK and you haven't been there yet, like it's open one day a month or something. Very, very cool. All right, so we're still still going up. Oh, hi Empire. Getting close to Central here. Oh, here comes a San Antonio. These are everywhere. Oh, look, it's got docks on it. Rem is really cool. I am going to be waiting for. I'm waiting for the upcoming phases. The current one is nice, but it's like pretty suburban oriented. So I'll be intrigued with what the upcoming phases do, especially the one at the airport. So it'll be nice to not have to do the 747 anymore, the bus. It sounds like we have someone watching from Inman Square, which is pretty close to where I am. It's pretty cool. I know, great bus number, right? Oh, look at this. Now that's how you protect a bike lane. Just put some Jersey barriers up. A protected eating lane. Yeah, exactly. Oh, got a couple Inman Square fans in here. Almost looks like an NYC. Wow, I'll take the compliment. I don't. That might be giving it a little too much credit, but heck yeah. As we slowly crawl our way through here. Would I ever do an all-local bus trip across country? You can't do it. I would like to do the West Coast, though. That's possible. You can go from Canada to Mexico. But across the country, east-west, you can't do. Hopefully someday. And I would definitely do it if it was ever possible someday. If I had to choose trains or ferries, I'm going to go with trains. Sorry, ferry people. I suppose I'm kind of a ferry person now, but I would still pick trains there. No, there's many missing gaps. I mean, it's like you think about like the like way out west. It's just like there's just no, there's just nothing there. You know, it's just no. They don't really run much. You could do, there are some interesting ones. You could do like Phoenix to Tucson as possible, because they both run these really long buses to this tiny town called Ajo, I think it's called. Yeah, you get to spend the night there, but like it's very possible. They go through the desert. I think it'd be a really cool trip. I'm ever down there. And there's reason to go between them, because Tucson has a streetcar, Phoenix has the light rail, obviously. Oh yeah, Jeremy and I came up with a New York to Toronto itinerary. Yeah, that would be really fun. Also, yeah, by local buses only, I believe. Oh no, local anything? No, yeah, local buses, right? Because I can't remember what the rule was. Local transit, but didn't we not allow? Oh, we allowed Poughkeepsie. Okay, so this is local. Yeah, you still mentioned it. That's right. Okay, that's right. Yeah, it would be a fantastic trip. I think how long was it, Jeremy? Was it like 5 weekdays or something? 5 days. Yeah, I think they all have to be weekdays. Also, another one. Yeah, the Southern Tier. It's so funny that's the best way to go. Is the Southern Tier of New York. Just like all these tiny towns manage to have bus systems, which is really cool. But yeah, yeah, and also it would be interesting to attempt Washington to Boston like DC to Boston using only local buses. That'll also be really fun. Yeah, Central Square we're coming into now. I would like to do a review of the Pennsylvania in the future, but I have to do it from New York. I think it's very important because most of the Northeast Corridor ones I'll kind of like allow, you know, Philly or DC or whatever. But Pennsylvania, it's unique how it goes backwards from New York to Philly. Thank you. Oh, I suppose it's not unique anymore, but you have no option but to sit backwards, you know? That still makes it unique. How many countries have I been to? Couldn't tell you off the top of my head. Probably like 10 or 12 or 15 or something. Not too many. Oh. There it goes. Stained glass flush out their feels out of place. Yeah. I'm pretty sure someone's managed to do like literally Land's End to John O'Groats only local buses in the UK, which would be pretty amazing. Will there be an LA bus video? Yes. But it's going to be a big task, and I have not started editing yet. But it will happen. All right, folks. I'm starting to lose my voice, and I've been going for almost 3 hours. So I'm probably going to head off. But that was Paul Revere. There's a gray line. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be done for today. But we got some great buses. This is like the first time I've ever gotten like, you know, all of the buses that I want to get. So I consider this a big win. So yeah, thank you so much for coming in. I can't believe that 106 people are here. That's ridiculous. And yeah, thank you so much. How do I end this? How do I end this? I literally have to go like this. Okay.